Hello, hello. I am so excited to talk about this role. Oh my God. So, if you have not heard about the CSM role in the online space or client success manager role, um, it's very different from just doing regular customer service or being a general VA. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this specific role is because the past couple of months I have been filling this role, and it's something that I was so curious to dive into and see what it was all about, right? I don't know if you are new to my channel. My name is Geraldine, and a lot of my background is in operations, helping online businesses and local businesses scale to multiple 7 and 8 figures. I worked with dozens of online business entrepreneurs, real estate investors, realtors, local businesses, helping them scale, create their systems, hire team members, and all that not so fun back end stuff. I love operations. I've been doing it for years. And now, as I do more consulting, it just seems so natural to easily pinpoint what the bottlenecks are, and then identifying them, and then coming up with a solution. I can't talk. Coming up with a solution on how are we going to fix this, right? And then rolling it out. So I love challenges, if you don't know. And I was working with a client and was given this opportunity to coach their their clients. And at first, I was a little skeptical because I wasn't sure what this role consists of. And from what I had heard in the past, is that the best client success managers are the ones who have owned a business, a successful business, right? Because they know what it takes to go from launching a new offer to growing and scaling and everything that's involved. A lot of my experience then was working with clients who had an established business, had an offer, were making at least 20, 30K months, and were ready to take it to the next level. So when I got this opportunity, I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Why not? So I took on the challenge, and over the past several months, I have learned so much. So much. And I want to share a couple key takeaways if you are someone who wants to dive into the CSM role. It is very, very rewarding, especially if you're someone who likes to problem solve, who likes to build relationships with people, who likes to see their journey and just making a difference. That's like the main thing, is making a difference in their life, in their business. I don't know how many times I have seen uh, in our Share Your Wins channel all the amazing things that they say about, you have changed my life, and it's like, oh my God, that's amazing, right? Well, first and foremost, the first thing that I would recommend, and this is more if I was giving advice to someone who was looking to become a CSM, or looking for this role, or just wanted to learn more, is you definitely have to have those soft skills. And by soft skills, I mean great with communication, being organized, and accountability. I think that's I don't know if that's even a skill, but that's the one thing that I definitely noticed is keeping people accountable, because, and this is just for anyone, if you tell me, hey Geraldine, my goal is to run a 5K in the next 3 months, and I have never ran before, this is my first pair of running shoes, can you help me out? Like, yeah, sure, we'll create a game plan, We'll start with walking, jogging, and then running and getting better, longer runs, things like that, right? Hydrating, exercising, all the things. I'm going to keep you accountable, right? Because you came to me, you asked me, hey, Geraldine, can you help me? So whenever, we onboard a new client and then, we talk about their goals, what they're trying to achieve, what they've done in the past that worked, what they're doing now that hasn't. And it's like, if you tell me that your goal is to hit consistent 30K months in the next, 3 to 5 months, I'll do whatever I can, but you have to do some of the work too, right? I can't do everything for you. And it's keeping them accountable. But anyways, going back to soft skills and then willing to learn, right? Willing to tell people, hey, that's not what I told you to do. This is what you're supposed to do. And just getting them, like reeling them in and making sure that they're staying focused, right? Because what I've experienced, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people have experienced as well, is that when we start a business, we want to do all the other things, create a website, create a logo, start posting on social media, things like that. But it's like, hey, there's other things that are more important. Get money and clients through the door, to get the ball rolling, to get money into the business, and basically, have a business, right? You can build the systems, you can build all the things later on, but let's focus on sales, marketing, and getting those clients in. So definitely making sure that we have I call it the good cop, bad cop, right? So you one day you might be, encouraging and trying to motivate and inspire someone, and then the next it's like, hey, you told me that you wanted to get to 30K months and you're not doing the things that I told you to do, or taking the feedback and implementing it to get better, right? To keep the ball moving forward. Having a little bit of tough skin as well. And then just learning. Oh my God, a lot of learning. There's a lot of things that I thought I knew that apparently I didn't. And these were things like sales and marketing, which were not my forte, not my zone of genius, but I learned so much. And there's so many different types of business strategies and everything. So once you know exactly the product that you're selling, or the program, the thing that you're teaching your clients, then you're just implementing it into their business, right? It's going to be slightly different for everyone because everyone's different, everyone's business is different, but for the most part it's like knowing your product and knowing, this is where the organization part comes in, knowing where all of your clients are, and then moving them through the program to make sure that they're hitting those milestones that they need to hit. So if you're someone who is looking to either start working remote, or if you've been in the online space for a while, you've been curious about the CSM role, Client Success Manager, it's definitely a very rewarding role, like I mentioned. Definitely challenging. You're handling several clients at once. And, the goal is to get them an ROI, that they invested in the program, getting them an ROI, getting them to make sure that they're understanding everything that they're implementing, right? Because that's the biggest thing for me. If I know that you are coming into, this program and you don't know how to do this thing, I want to make sure that you as a business owner knows how to do this by, the end of the month. And I encourage asking questions. I encourage, send me a loom if you're stuck. I encourage that because there's no, crazy question out there. Obviously, you can, I would recommend you Google some things first, but if you're not sure, ask away. And then eventually, once they have this system down, this thing that we are teaching you, that you invested to working with us, and you're hitting your 30K months, it's like, okay, this is an opportunity to, reach out to this person and upsell them, right? So if you're working in a company and there's back-end offers, other things you could cross-sell or upsell them to something else, if they are a right fit, then having that conversation with them. Obviously there's other things that happen, since as a client success manager you're managing these clients, and some people don't respond, some people you have to follow up with, some people don't pay, which I think it's so bizarre, because as a business owner, I see that if I'm investing in something, I'm gonna pay for it, right? If you're on a payment plan, and because I don't want it to happen to me in my business, right? So that's a huge one. And then there's other things like, team communication, making sure that everything's, again, everyone's moving through the program, getting their wins, all the things, and just having a great experience. I think that's the most important thing, because for me, it's like at the end of the day, I would love to get referrals from clients rather than having to go and look for new clients. If I can get referrals, someone went through the program and they're happy, that's why not, right? So as a CSM, I'm not sure if there's like any programs or trainings or anything out there. I was doing a little bit of research to see if there was some things on YouTube, but I really couldn't find anything. Comment below if you're interested in learning more, like specific details on this role. I would be more than happy to make another video. But I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about what I've been doing in the past couple of months working with this client, and how this experience has been, working as a CSM. And it has been an eye-opener, very challenging, and I've learned so much. So if you're someone that, and the compensation is really good as well, not gonna lie. Definitely there's a lot of ways that you can get incentivized or paid, right? You can have a base pay plus incentives if you upsell a client or cross-sell them to buy other products. If you get referrals from the people that you're working with, or if you bring in your own people that in your network, bring them into the program, you could probably get 10% from that client. And then profit share or revenue share is another option. So there's so many opportunities there as well. But I will say the most important thing is working for with a client that has an offer that you believe in. One of the values that I've implemented in my business for so long is I want to work with business owners who have similar values as me, and have that integrity. They're not doing anything fishy behind the scenes, right? And we're delivering on what we promise. But yeah, again, let me know in the comments if you're interested in learning more about this CSM role, and any specific topics or questions that you have, let me know down below. But I will see you next week, and thanks for watching.